we shall discuss principle of electromagnetic induction. In 1831, the English scientist Michael Faraday studied that when a conductor is moving inside a magnetic field, or a magnetic field is changing around a fixed conductor, then current is induced in the conductor. This principle is called electromagnetic induction. Now you can understand this principle with the help of an activity. On a hollow paper tube, a wire is wounded by giving so many turns. Means this coil is made by conducting copper wire, and the end of the copper wire is connected with a galvanometer, and a fixed permanent magnet is taken in the hand in such a way that its north pole is towards the coil. Suppose when we are moving this coil near this magnet nearby the coil, then you can see there is a deflection produced inside the galvanometer. Earlier the galvanometer was in the rest, means in the middle, 0, but whenever we are bringing this north pole nearby the coil, it's moved just away from it, means just towards the left side. This shows that certain current is induced in the coil. The another part, when we take this north pole away from this coil, then also the current is induced in the coil, and this time the direction of current is reversed, means this time the pointer will be towards the right side. So we can conclude that whenever there is a relative motion between the magnet and the coil, means we can take the coil nearby the magnet also. So whenever there is a relative motion between the magnet and coil, then inside the conducting coil, the current is induced in it, or you can say certain voltage is induced inside the coil. This activity was first time done by the Michael Faraday. The conclusion of Michael Faraday's activity is the galvanometer show deflection, means induced current in the coil only when there is a relative motion between the coil and a magnet. Means when we keep the magnet stationary with respect to coil, means there is no motion between them, then the induced current will be 0, means galvanometer come at its initial position. Second point, the direction of induced current is reversed if the direction of relative motion between the coil and the magnet is reversed, which we have already discussed. While taking this north pole nearby the coil, the deflection is towards the left side. When we bring it away from the coil, then the deflection is right side. Or we can change the coil towards the north pole, or coil taken away from the north pole. In both the conditions, direction of current will be reversed. Third point, the induced current in the coil will increase if the magnet and the coil are rapidly moved with respect to each other. Means if the speed of relative motion speed will be increased, then the induced current, amount of induced current will also increase. Means the magnitude of induced current is directly proportional to the speed, relative speed between the magnet and the coil. Actually, this happens due to the magnetic force of line which pass through the coil change. Means the number of magnetic field line which pass through the coil will change when we bring this magnet nearby the coil, because when it is far away, less amount of magnetic field line pass through the coil. When we bring nearby it, then the number of field line will increase. It means the flux will increase. So whenever there is a change in the flux, then and only then the current is induced in it. Now we can define magnetic flux, which can be represented by symbols phi. The total number of magnetic field line associated with a coil is called flux. Means these number of lines, if we count, their number is only called flux, magnetic flux. Now first point, constant magnetic flux in the coil does not induce any current. When the magnet is kept stationary to the coil, means number of force of line which enter through the coil are fixed. In that case, no current will induce in the coil. Second point, the magnitude of the induced current depend on the rate of change of magnetic flux in the coil. It means if the change in magnetic flux is more with respect to time, then more current will be induced in the coil. That is, you can say I means current proportional to d phi by dt, means d phi by dt is actually the rate of change in magnetic flux. means with respect to time, how much magnetic flux की change, their magnitude is only proportional to the current. Therefore, the phenomena of generation of an electric current in a circuit from magnetic effect by changing the magnetic flux linked with it called electromagnetic induction. Means we can state the electromagnetic induction in this way: the phenomena of generation of electric current in a circuit from the magnetic effect, that is by changing the magnetic flux linked with it is called electromagnetic induction. The direction of induced current in this phenomena can be found by Fleming right hand rule. First of all, the induced current is found to be highest when the direction of motion of the coil is right angle to it, and the direction of motion of the coil means direction of induced current we can find with the help of right hand thumb rule, Fleming's right hand rule. According to this, just stretch your thumb, forefinger and middle finger of your right hand in such a way that all three are mutually perpendicular to each other. If this forefinger will show the direction of magnetic field line and this thumb is the direction of motion of the coil, means if the magnetic flux is towards the forefinger and the direction of motion of coil is towards the thumb, then this middle finger will show the direction of induced current. So anywhere for finding the direction of induced current, we can use Fleming right hand rule by the help of direction of magnetic field and the direction of motion of coil. We can find the direction of induced current by the help of middle finger. Now we shall discuss electric generator. First of all, we shall discuss about the AC generator which produce AC current. First of all, a generator is a device which convert mechanical energy into electric energy. Means just for generation of electric energy, this device is used in which in between a strong magnetic field, a coil which is made on a soft iron wire which is called armature. This armature coil when rotate, then the current is induced in it. So this generator work on the principle of electromagnetic induction. Now in the construction, first of all, there is a strong horseshoe permanent magnet is used just for producing the magnetic field, and a iron armature on which many number of turns of copper wire coil is placed, and one end of the coil is attached with one of the ring and other end of this coil is attached with the another ring. Both the rings are slightly attached with a axle, and armature as well as this axle rotate by the help of any external mechanical source. Now this ring R1 is connected by brush B1 and this ring R2 is connected by brush B2, and whenever this coil is rotate, means armature is rotate in between a very strong magnetic field, then due to principle of electromagnetic induction some current is induced in the coil, and one end of this ring R1 which is connected with brush B1 and other connected with brush B2. So in first half rotation the current will flow in the circuit, in external circuit, from B1 to B2, and in second half rotation it will flow from B to B1. Now working, when the armature ABCD is rotating anti-clockwise direction in this direction, it means the AB arm will move downward and CD arm will move upward direction. We can find the direction of induced current anytime with the help of Fleming right hand rule. According to Fleming right hand rule, you have to keep this forefinger towards the magnetic force of line, which is always from north to south, and the thumb will always point out towards the direction of motion of the coil. Since the AB arm moving downward, so we will reverse this direction, means the AB arm will move downward and the magnetic field is from north to south. This time the induced current will be in the direction of ABCD. But when after half rotation, when the AB arm will move downward and CD arm will move upward, after half it will CD will move downward and AB will move upward, so the direction of motion will change. the thumb will be upward direction, and in this way the current will pass in the reverse of the first one. So when we rotate this coil in a particular direction, then after every half rotation, alternatively the direction of current in the external circuit will change, which will be collected by brush B1 and B2. Means first half rotation the galvanometer show deflection in left side, then the other half rotation the galvanometer show the reflection in right side. So alternative current is generated by this generator. The magnitude of EMF can be increased by first increasing the area of armature. If we keep a very large armature, then it will produce more amount of EMF. Second, by increasing the number of turns of the coil. In the coiling, if the number of turns are more, then more strong current is produced. Third, increasing the speed of rotation. If we rotate the coil very fast, then more EMF will be generated. And fourth, it also depends on the strength of the external magnetic field. The same type of DC generator is there. The construction is same, only the difference is instead of complete ring R1 and R2, a split ring means commutator has to be fitted here, so that after every half rotation the direction of current in the internal coil change, but in the external circuit the direction of current will not change, because after every half rotation the commutator will change the position. That is why the brush B1 always collect the current and brush B2 always supply the current in the other part of commutator. Means in the internal circuit the current direction of induced current change alternatively, but in external circuit the direction of current will not change because of commutator change their position. In this way the polarity of current in the external circuit will not change and it will produce DC current. So for DC current a commutator has to be fitted. Instead of two complete ring, two split rings are connected with one end of the means both the end of the coils.